Hi. Just thought I'd talk to you for a little bit about the use of relaxation in sporting contexts. It's no accident that this is being included in the Sports Psychology in Action module, because it's very much part of the repertoire of skills that one uses as a sports psychologist in working with both athletes individually and athletes in teams. And for me, if we were talking about relaxation, there is something to be said about the general benefits of relaxation and the different types of relaxation that one might use. The two that I'm going to focus on in terms of the module and the material we put on there are progressive muscle relaxation and Benson's relaxation response. Both very different in terms of how they operate and the time needed to do them. And when working with an athlete, it's always useful to make clear that difference. The Benson's relaxation, a much shorter, more focused approach to gaining a relaxation state fairly quickly, and progressive muscle relaxation, a much more lengthy procedure, if you like, thorough procedure, and in terms of the context of performance, I wouldn't actually recommend using progressive muscle relaxation immediately prior to most athletic performance situations. But if we stay with generally the uses of relaxation, the benefits of relaxation, there is much research that tells us that relaxation can result in a decrease in generalized anxiety, a decrease in anticipatory anxiety, sometimes related to phobias and such. Staying with those kind of subclinical issues, it helps in terms of reducing the frequency and duration of panic attacks. Staying with panic attacks, it is quite interesting in that it's possible. It's always possible that you might be working with an athlete who experiences a panic attack, or a member of the coaching staff. I can think of two examples from my experience where that's happened. And it's useful as a sports psychologist to have at your disposal something that you can work with quickly, if you like, in order to lessen the impact of that. And then, if it is a panic attack, one has to go into kind of a diagnostic process, just to classify it as such, and that would suggest a more longer-term course of action. Staying with the benefits of anxiety, improved concentration, increased sense of control over moods, increased self-esteem, increased spontaneity and creativity. Lots of potential benefits from using relaxation. I suppose these would be called generalization effects. So the more you practice it, and with most sports psychic skills, practice is the key. The more you practice it, the easier it'll become. The less conscious of the mechanics of the process you will become, skill acquisition, and the more effective it will be. So, in terms of using something like progressive muscle relaxation, I suppose, are there any contraindications? Well, I can't think of any contraindications other than the kind of injury. If you are injured, progressive muscle relaxation, for example, requires you to tense, hold, and then relax different muscle sets, if you like. So if you have any specific injuries, there could be implications for those. And the only other caution, if you like, I suppose it's not a caution, but one of the benefits, if for any reason you're on tranquilizers, there's always the possibility, because of those effects that I spoke about earlier, that you might even be able to lower the dosage. But that's not really related to, in the main, to sport psychology. As I'm saying that, I'm thinking of the example of someone with OCD that I've worked with, who as part of his treatment was taking tranquilizers, and so yes, whilst not common in a sporting context, it can actually have benefit in that sort of situation. So that's just a little bit about progressive muscle relaxation, and prior to that, the generalized benefits of using relaxation as a technique. Benson's Benson's relaxation response excuse me, is a much shorter focused kind of response, focused primarily on breathing and thought processes associated with breathing. As such, it doesn't require the kind of physical location of one's body and lying down and so on that progressive muscle relaxation does. But what I will do is I'll put the material on Blackboard so that you can actually look at both techniques and give yourself some sense. First of all, try them out. I know we have already gone through progressive muscle relaxation in the therapeutic skills module on the MSc, so you will be familiar with progressive muscle relaxation, and we have talked through Benson's response. But here's another opportunity just to revisit it, to rethink it, to try it out again. I think we had a fairly positive response when we did it last time we met, so this might serve as a little jog, a little G up to the memory to try it again and keep practicing it. Okay, thank you.